What is up, squad? So today I wanted to go ahead and create a Quadriga account sign up guide. Basically go through all the steps, for the new people that are jumping into cryptos and just want to dive, head on in. This guide will help you set up your account, go through the verification process, fund your Quadriga account with fiat currency or local currency, right? It will also show you how to set up Google Authenticator on your phone for enhanced security. So I take a lot of pride in the documentation that I make for you guys because I want it to be as clear and concise as possible. I don't want to leave much room for interpretation. I want it to just be, follow the steps and you're set. It all works, right? So let's take a look at what I've created here. So when you're creating your QuadrigaCX account, navigate to the URL here, right? And then click register now, as you can see right here within the image in the guide. Obviously, the setup assumes that you have, a computer or mobile phone with an active internet connection. Now, step 3, just fill out your personal details, right? So your account type, whether it be personal or business, put in your email, first name, last name, date of birth, country of residence, the regular stuff, right? They just want to make sure that you're a real person, you're not a robot, and they want to make sure you have a decent record. You're not like part of the mafia or anything like that. So fill out your password and PIN. Ensure that these are solid and secure. So when you're putting in your password and your PIN, use alphanumeric, capitals, and special characters. I highly advise that. More security is never a bad thing. So just make it as secure as you possibly can, something that you can remember easily, and then put in a nice solid transaction PIN, because that transaction PIN you'll have to use each time you want to make a transaction, like a withdrawal or a deposit. Okay, guys? Now, once you've completed that step, you'll find yourself at this page here, and your registration will be complete and your client ID will be displayed, right? So take note of this client ID, as this is your username. You will need that to log in when you click the login box up here, okay? Now, with your account, without verification, you can actually trade cryptos now. So if you transfer Bitcoin to QuadrigaCX, you can actually you can sell it, buy other currencies if you want on Quadriga, but with cryptos only, right? So the cool thing is there's actually a little bit of like a loophole here, because if you transfer Bitcoin to Quadriga, what you can do is you can sell your Bitcoin and then you can have fiat currency, so Canadian dollars or US dollars, on your QuadrigaCX account, and then you can buy other currencies at that rate and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Now, verification is required to deposit fiat currency, Canadian dollars or US dollars, onto Quadriga. So you have to verify your ID, your location, and things like that. Like they need to know these things, because some people, they'll put in 300 or 400 grand, they'll try to deposit that and go unnoticed, right? Which is not really the best of things. So Quadriga's got to protect itself, right? Understandable, makes sense. So here's the verification process here. To verify yourself, just go to your dashboard once you're logged in, and then select the verify now, right, for ID and address verification. Okay, you can also do the instant Equifax verification if you want. I personally prefer the ID and address verification. Okay, Now, at this point, you'll fill out more personal details here. They'll request your phone number for verification and your physical location and such like that, because they have to match up to the pictures that you will be posting further in the verification. So choose your method of verification. You can do the Equifax instant verification or the ID and address verification. Now, at this point, you'll have to upload some documents, right? If you chose the option that I prefer. Okay, and so you'll have to do a close-up of your ID, and then you can, I just use my phone for these pictures, right? And then what you can do is you can upload that picture from your phone to your computer, and then upload it to QuadrigaCX for further review. And then you can use like a bank statement or a utility bill, and then a selfie with your ID and a note, right? And in the red box here, I've underlined examples. So when you're doing this verification process, if you click the examples, they'll show you exactly what they're looking for. So just try to reproduce the examples with your personal information, and you'll be good to go. Verification is usually pretty quick. Now they're saying it's going to take between 24 and 72 hours, and they'll send you an email once they have verified your documents. And then at that point, once the status is no longer pending and it's complete, you should be able to make deposits, okay? And it'll look like this. Instant Equifax verification complete, or ID and address verification complete. I also want you guys to know that this guide will be available in the description of the video for further review. If you guys want to distribute it to your friends or just redirect them to this video, totally fine. I just hope that this helps everybody out. Like, that's the thing. We want people to get into cryptos, and especially for Canadians, like, this is the best way. This is the exchange that I use, and the reason why I use it is because any transfers that I make from my bank account, I can do instantly, right to Quadriga. I was using Kraken before, and it took 3 weeks to do a bank wire and have it in my account. And sometimes there are opportunities with cryptocurrencies, like sales and stuff like that, that you can't miss out on, right? You can't wait 3 weeks to get your money in. You need to buy it now, right? So it's something like that, right? So it is time sensitive. Your purchases and your sell orders, they're time sensitive, right? So, and that's why I like QuadrigaCX. So anyways, once your verification is complete, your dashboard will look like this, okay? Now, with Google two-factor authentication, this is what you're going to set up on your phone, okay? So you're going to download Google Authenticator on your phone, okay? And if you have an Android device, I put the link here for you. If you have an Apple device, iPhone, anything like that, I put the link here as well. So you'll download Google Authenticator, and then on your phone, it'll pop up, it'll say scan a barcode, right? This option right here. And so you're going to select this on your phone, and then you're going to proceed on Quadriga and click the Google two-factor authentication option here. You're going to click enable on that, and then as you proceed through those steps, you're going to see a barcode, okay? Now scan that barcode with your phone, and then you'll have a 6-digit code which will generate on your phone, okay? Now with that code, you will use that to log into your Quadriga account in addition to the password that you set upon signing up. So like what this does is it provides an extra layer of security from anybody that might potentially get your password for Quadriga, right? So say there's a keylogger on your system because you navigated to the wrong site, and it's, basically logging the information that you're typing on the keyboard. Well, it can't log the codes that are changing on your phone because your phone is a separate device, right? And it uses a specialized seed for the random key. Well, it's not random, but the key that it generates, right? So hopefully hopefully that helps with setting up your Google Authenticator situation there. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. If you have any difficulties, just let me know on the YouTube channel. But hopefully the guide will be clear enough that that you guys will be able to follow that process and install and configure Google Authenticator. Okay. So once that is complete, QuadrigaCX will require your client ID and your password, and then they'll require the code generated from your phone on Google Authenticator for each login attempt. Okay? So once that's done, you can deposit fiat into your Quadriga account. So at this stage in the game, you are ready to buy cryptos. You can deposit fiat currency into your account, right? So you'll log into your account, go to the dashboard, right? Click the fund option as shown below, right here, and then you have multiple funding methods. Okay, so you can do an electronic funds transfer, an Interac e-transfer, Interac online transfer, a bank wire, and then you can also use your crypto capital from another exchange, right? So the beautiful part about Quadriga is you can actually do an Interac online transfer, which is instant, right? So you go through the verification process through your bank, right? You put in your password, your bank, your account number, and whatever, right? And then you can send up to $4,000 a day from your bank to Quadriga, right? So sometimes, like when the market has a flash crash or whatever, I'll do the Interac online transfer, send $4,000 from my bank account right into Quadriga, and then I can buy Bitcoin right then and there, and then 2 hours later Bitcoin will spike back up to what it was before, and then I'll just make profit. So within that 2 hours I'll have made $600 to $800 on a trade like that, which is phenomenal, right? 2 hours, $600 to $800, you're laughing, right? So that is essentially your funding options there. If you want to transfer more money, you can do a bank wire, which is actually I believe it says within 3 to 5 business days. So, and you can transfer up to $500,000 doing a bank wire. So if you're a business or anything like that and you want to transfer large amounts, you can do that, right? Which is phenomenal. And again, like I said, for Canadians, this is a big deal. You can transfer your money fast, efficiently, secure, and cheap, right? Those are all of our big things. Those are the things that we're looking for, right? When you're doing this. And Quadriga has decently low fees for your transactions. So I've been pretty happy with Quadriga. To give you guys a few tips and strategies, what I generally do is I will do an Interac online transfer to QuadrigaCX, and if I want to buy other cryptos that aren't on Quadriga, I will buy Bitcoin on Quadriga and then transfer my Bitcoin to another exchange like Bittrex or Cryptopia or things like that, and then I will buy the other cryptos that I want, providing that the price of Bitcoin is reasonable on Quadriga, right? And if I don't like the price of Bitcoin on Quadriga, then I'll buy Ethereum or Litecoin, and then I'll transfer that, right? Just because they're lower fees and everything like that. So hopefully that helps out. And now at this point, you can get the couch money. Like, that's what it's all about, right? You can make residual income now by investing in cryptocurrencies and just waiting on them to go up. If you bought Ripple 2 months ago on Kraken or whatever, you bought it at about 20 cents, and now it's worth $1.33 US, which is like $1.65 or something like that in Canadian, right? So it's stupid the amount of money that you can make. Like, millionaires are being made every day, working with cryptocurrencies. So it's a huge thing, right? Like, this is life changing, and that's part of the reason why I put this information together is because a lot of people have difficulties, with the day-to-day, or they're tired of working, being stuck with the same dead-end job. Well, this can help you get out of that if you play your cards right. Do a lot of research. That is the biggest thing that I will stress. Do lots of research and you can go far in this space, right? It's true, it's proven, it works. That's it. So with your account, you can now deposit your hard-earned cash to buy cryptos on Quadriga. And you know what? It's about time your money worked for you. Like, why do you always have to work for your money? Why doesn't your money work for you? That's a point that I really want to stress here. If you can invest your money and your money earns money on top of itself, well, then you're done working, right? You don't have to work no more. And ideally, that's what we all want, right? So just get a leg up on cryptocurrencies. We're still early in the space here. And the earlier you get in, the better, because this space is just going to blow up, I'm telling you. So again, I hope this helps everybody get involved with cryptos. There's a massive amount of success to be had in this field. I wish you the same success I have had, and if you ever have any questions, just please let me know within the comments of this video, and I will help if possible. And again, if you found this helpful, please let me know. And as always, stay regular, guys.